Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with the Big Condo Records podcast again. I'm Hayley Jane. I'm your host for tonight, and tonight we have Leon.
That's right. Yeah.
Leon from a group called Early Doors. Early Doors from Liverpool. Indie band rock. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you come from and how did it all start?
I'm from Liverpool. It just started off of me being bored and me just hanging around my mates so much, so we just started it from there, just from scratch.
You've not been doing it since you were like younger and doing theatricals at school?
I started off about when I was 15 really. Like I just went through like this random phase where I just really wanted to do it.
Are any members of your family musicians? Have you been influenced by them at all?
Yeah, definitely. My dad, my brother, my uncle, they've all been in bands for a long time, and I think I just picked it up off them.
Yeah. So you say your dad singing and playing guitar, it makes you want to kind of do it as well.
I did feel a bit inspired by him, yeah. I just wanted to make him proud, honestly.
Yeah. When did you kind of form your band then, Early Doors? How did that all kind of come about?
We had a group chat on Instagram when school ended and we were all locked inside and we just wanted to do something. So originally I wanted to make a Call of Duty group chat. That was my original idea, so we could all do that.
Was this during the COVID time when you was all locked down?
I literally made the group and said, who wants to make this thing happen? And one of them went, what if we just made the band instead? And I was like, that's a bit of a mad one. But instead, we went to that somehow.
So you never kind of had any desire to be in a band when you were younger growing up?
When I was listening to the Beatles when I was about 6,
yeah.
That's the most obvious answer coming from Liverpool, but yeah, it was the Beatles.
Yeah, but you never saw yourself kind of going down that route, and then would you say your dad bought you a guitar for Christmas at one point?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I never saw that, no, until I'd told my dad about it and he was dead excited, so he tried to get me hyped up for it and got ready for it, and it all followed through.
Yeah. So have you performed with your band so far?
Yeah, we performed at loads of gigs in Liverpool, all like the regular venues, you could say, the Jacaranda, the Zanzibar, a lot of from these actually, Shipping Forecast, Kaiser Stockroom, a lot of places in Liverpool.
Oh, you got
Jimmy's.
You performed with the events that Big Condo put on?
Yeah, and probably the best, I'd say, best gigs.
Yeah, why do you say that?
Well, it's the best crowd, it's the most crowd we get, and they're all nice people, so I'm just happy.
Probably best because that's probably how it's organised and
it's very well organised, yeah. It's always on time, yeah.
So what genre would you say your band plays, music?
It's like a mix between different types of rock genres. It's like you could go from indie to psychedelic to alternative. A lot of our sounds sound like, you could say, Led Zeppelin, Arctic Monkeys, or from some people said before with their bands. Beatles, Pink Floyd, Genesis as well. Yeah. Bands like that, yeah.
And the Doors. Yeah, a lot of the Stone Roses, you were saying before, a lot of the bands that I quite like, the kind of 60s, 70s psychedelic rock. I love that. I love that sound. That's the sound that you go for. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And you write your own original material, you were saying?
Yeah, we all do, yeah. We all sort of chip in sometimes.
And what do you usually write about? What are your songs usually about?
They're all really mixed, really. Sometimes it's about a relationship with a woman. That's not really going well. That's normally the topic. Sometimes it's about being on like trips with yourself if you're not feeling good with yourself. It's always a problem, and the verse is sort of like a problem solver, which sounds a bit mad, but that's how he sort of write, really.
Yeah. Okay,
with a big
nice.
like distorted riff over it.
Yeah. Okay. What's been your favourite venue that you've played so far?
Ooh. That had to be the Jacaranda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
love going out in the Jacaranda in my student days.
I like the fact that we're just in like some deep dark basements and there's not much room. I just prefer type of gigs like that.
I used to love it years ago when you didn't have to go outside for smoking fags. I don't smoke, but everyone just disappears and goes outside now. But I used to love that venue because dancing and just go home stinking of smoke. But it was just the
good lager though. Yeah, it's good beers.
The vibe in there was absolutely amazing. And where do you want to take your band? Where do you see it going? Are you just happy to keep doing local gigs, or do you want to kind of expand?
Oh, I want to go anywhere I can, anywhere that'll let me. I definitely want to go abroad to like places across the world. I'd like to go to a different continent. That's on my mind. I want to go to Brazil. It's a bit of a mad one out there, but I'd love to go to Brazil. I'd love to play in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah. Where do you see your band kind of like being in the charts or anything? That kind of, would you like to be signed to a record label or anything?
Oh yeah, I'd love to be signed to a record label, something that's just consistent. So the more consistent we are, of course, the more up to scratch, the more better we are, the more better performing we are, and it's all just good. Yeah, works like clockwork.
Yeah, lovely. And how did you get involved with the Condo?
I actually don't know. I think
Been a while.
this is an assuming. I think this was off Instagram.
You've probably applied
I
to
think
one
it
of
was
their
off Instagram.
events. Yeah.
It was just started off when we were smaller, you could say. It was just random producers who would text us going, do you want to play here, do you want to play there? And we used to like file posters out and just get them around, and some places would pick us up, some might not. I actually don't know. It's a bad answer, but I don't know how we got in touch with Condo.
Yeah, it's probably been applied to one of their events, haven't you? And
Bumped into someone.
Yeah, word of mouth, as you do, connecting on the network scene. So you don't mind going off touring with the band and things like that, because I know they do a lot of going around to different parts of the country.
I'd love to, yeah. I think I'll be sleep deprived, but apart from that, I don't think I'd
that's
care.
the thing, there's a lot of hard work that goes into the making of an artist, isn't there?
In the music industry as well, yeah, I think it's really important.
Yeah, it's not just about kind of putting your songs together and going to perform. There's a business behind it, isn't there?
Than that, yeah.
To get yourself out there on the social media and things.
Yeah, my mum nags at me to do it, but I do it on my own personal one, but I don't think she's on that account, so she doesn't see it. So I go, I am doing it, but she doesn't see it.
Yeah, it's a good platform to have though, isn't it, to kind of get all your material out there and things. Yeah.
It's the only way we've ever got gigs, really.
Yeah, when you're rehearsing and things, just kind of like share your journey, kind of draw your audience in.
I think I could confidently say that every single gig that we performed, that it was linked to Instagram, or probably happened because of Instagram.
Yeah. Sounds fab. Have you got any upcoming gigs that we can plug for you?
Not at the moment, unfortunately. However, we are recording an album currently, which we're going to the studio tomorrow to record.
Lovely. Where are you recording that?
Scrub Studios in Bootle.
In Bootle, okay. Yeah, I don't know that one. I thought you were going to say Parr Street.
Abbey Road. Yeah, I wish I could say
But it was nice that you've got an album's worth of material and you're going to go and record an album.
That was like the main thing that happened when the band started. Like, I didn't expect anything to happen. I still don't really. But what I really wanted to do is to have an album down, which I could just show my kids one day or whatever. I'll just say, I had this album.
Yeah, I've produced this and it's all original material, yeah.
That was the original idea. I just wanted to see myself on like Spotify or Apple Music, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's no reason why that can't happen. And
yeah.
So what's your social media handle? Where can we find you?
You can find us on Instagram at Hayley Does Official, and that's on every other single social media apart from YouTube, which is just Hayley Does.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Hayley Jane. This is Leon from Early Doors, and we thank you very much for your time. We'll see you again next week.